know it's smack rapping.
People stop being a community and gathering in person, and now everybody feels like they have to be part of the algorithm, and they feel like that's where the audience is at. And for me, that's not how I feel.
I don't feel that way either.
Yeah.
But this algorithm thing, it's kind of hard to navigate because I'll have an interview that I really care about. And I really feel like there's a lot of important information, advice, stories. But Diddy gets arrested, and it's like,
oh yeah,
no one got this,
right?
And that pisses me the fuck off. Like you mentioned Drake and you mentioned Kendrick. Now I'm forced to. So what you think about Drake and Kendrick? How were you feeling on the West Coast when this was going on? You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like people's attention is being stared now.
Right. Yeah. The free thought and independent thought is not popular these days.
Out the door.
Right.
But I don't think, yes, we do have to participate because a lot of the way we communicate now is through algorithm and through smartphones and all this other shit. Apps, all these other things. My audience is in front of the stage. My audience, the way that I communicate best with them is still live performance. Never been a top Billboard guy, never been a top 5 radio hit guy, but I've existed and surpassed a lot of those artists simply because of being able to bring an experience that they hear on the album and presenting it into a live stage show and smashing that shit, sounding like I sound on the albums live, being able to tour the planet globally, not just staying in my region, but taking that sound and taking it around the world.
Right.
We thrive on that. And even at the lowest point of where hip hop has put itself, you know what I'm saying? I've been able to navigate simply by being true to the core values of being a true hip hop artist. Knowing the value of what the pen sounds like onto an album and then being able to transfer that experience is a lot. And a lot of people don't see the value in that. When I see people do shows and they rapping over the lyrics, the whole vocals are in the songs.
Over the vocals.
like...
I mean, but in defense,
what?
There are some places whose their sound system is trash. There's no longer a sound engineer there, kind of like, got them. It's like, okay, what you do? You just plug up right here. So I've seen
but we're talking more like
shows
we're talking more like arena shows, like real shows, TV shows, or something like that, where they're spitting over the entire track.
Right.
And be prepared.
And
be prepared.
Yeah.
We've encountered shitty sound systems. That's what sound check is for. Don't fucking show up when it's time to get down and then complain about, oh man, it sucks. No, you suck, nigga. Because you didn't prepare and know what's coming at the time so you can make adjustments and go for it.
Right.
See, people treat this like it's supposed to happen, but really it's a privilege to work in this thing of ours, right? To be able to make a living off it is a whole different thing. That means that you've given a lot of yourself in order to be considered enough to take care of, and like this is your base, this is your support system.
Right.
So a lot of people complain and bitch about, oh man, I'm not getting this, or niggas ain't even. You have to look inward first before you can blame outward. And for me, I'm very focused on sticking to certain things. You got to be prepared for these things. It ain't a surprise. If you go to sound check and you see that the shit is fucked up, hey, look, we got to go this and this and this. We got to use this right. We got to turn the bass down. We got to do this. There's a way to get through it, right? But you got to give a fuck,
Some people travel with their own sound people.
Some people do. We do.
I've
But I
seen
mean,
it.
and shit, I've had to have a whole council going to sound check knowing this shit's not going to work we need to bring a new one
Correct.
in. You didn't have the one that we specified. So, but having the knowledge of that and having the I give a fuck attitude about it, that's the only way it's going to happen. Because if you just show up for the show, you just coming in to grab the mic, and then you go through the first song, you're like, oh, this shit sounds weak.
Yeah.
But you would have known that if you did
showed
what you
up.
were supposed to
The
do.
fact that you have a preferred console is enough. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you got this one? No, we ain't got that. Well, shit, can you get that
Right.
one?
Yeah.
No, we can't get that. Well, fuck, we
Yeah,
got
my
a problem.
sound engineer gonna have to figure it out. But that comes with experience, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hand in hand with
exactly.
Well, with the open mics just missing.
That's exactly what I was going
I feel
back
like
to.
the younger generation, they don't have a place to hone their skills.
Bro, we got
stage
laughed at.
performance.
Yeah, but
me and him got laughed at when we talked about ciphering, like outside.
Yeah.
We had an artist sit right in that chair, and he laughed at the thought of spitting in a cipher. He thought it was.
Yeah, he was like, "That's some New York shit, man."
Oh, no.
We shooting dice outside the studio. We just shooting dice, like.
And we kind of looked at him like,
okay,
that's what's lost.
Yeah, shout out to 21. You know what I'm saying? but they, that's their vibe. They're not.
Right.
They're not trying to.
Right.
No.
I'm not trying to out rap you.
I think the accessibility of hip hop has become exploded,
detrimental.
right? And it's been a gift and a curse. We didn't have that. Like in LA, we had the Wake Up Show. We had Unity. We didn't have TikTok and fucking social media to get to millions or hundreds of thousands of people in 1 second.
Right.
So you really had to work and earn those spots. And I think it built a resilience in us that, it was a different type of feel. Now, when you have people that can, co-sign you and people that boost their sales and manipulate the numbers and, perception is king here, right?
Right.
So we can physically, as in this room, look at something and be like, man, what the fuck is this, right? And not because it's just not our taste or whatever, but you can see it's really bad, right? But because it does numbers, all of a sudden it's tight and we just don't know what the fuck we're talking about. So the perception of the gatekeepers has been totally thrown out the window. And I don't consider myself a gatekeeper, but being someone who's made records that have sold millions of records, that have been on bigger records, that have been, events, I don't think I should have to compete with a person that obviously doesn't give a fuck about what's happening here, or their priorities are built on how least energy I can put in. What's the least amount of energy I can put into this and still be dominant? Like I think that's gonna take food out of a lot of people's mouths, because now when soccer moms and fucking Dove commercials and all kinds of fucking Cheeto commercials and it's fun to rap now. It's like you don't have to respect this. Everybody's doing it. Right?
This is hip hop.
Correct.
Yeah, no. But who's to blame for that though? That's the thing.
I think it's
A bunch of different places.
Numbers.
It's a bunch of different places. When money became more important than the art, we took an L.
I blame Jay-Z.
Oh, come on.
See, now I blame Diddy, and he got on me when I did that.
No,
I blame. No, I dead ass blame.
Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that is smack